OutFront now, Democratic Congressman Jamie Raskin from Maryland, who is a member of the House Judiciary Committee. So, Congressman, I appreciate your time. All right, one of the things, the first things I noticed about this report was, and I'm purposely showing it to everybody, there's not a lot of redactions in here. There's a few sections, but there's not a lot. And a lot of the ones that are in here are for ongoing investigations. Do you think seeing the whole thing would change the outcome?
Well, I think that we're going to see the whole thing, or at least certain committee chairs are going to see the whole unedited, unredacted report, and we should be able to do that.
Minus grand jury, I would imagine, right? You're presuming that would still say redacted?
Well, you know, in past cases when independent counsels and special counsels have prepared a report, everything has come to Congress, including the grand jury material, and we've done the redactions. So there's no reason that Congress can't see it. And I think that at least the committee chairs will see it, if not every member of Congress. And that's the way that it should be. We are the lawmaking branch of government. We've got the constitutional oversight function.
So why subpoena? And I ask this because obviously there's been analysis to show that if Attorney General Barr wants to fight you guys on the grand jury stuff, he can, and you might have to formally initiate impeachment proceedings to get that. But he has said he's willing to work with all of you to unredact parts of it for Congress, for oversight. But by going straight to a subpoena, it sounds like you're going nuclear. You're not willing to discuss with him. Am I wrong? Well,
we're not going straight to a subpoena because we made the request a long time ago. In fact, the entire House of Representatives on a bipartisan vote of 420 to 0 asked for the complete unedited report. And so that's a matter of just separation of powers and respect for Congress as the lawmaking branch of government. So far from rushing to a subpoena, we authorized the chairman to issue a subpoena a couple weeks ago now, and he's been keeping it in his back pocket. And so I think I don't know whether he's made the decision to go ahead and do it, but we're going to see the complete unedited report, as is our right.
Okay, so on the merit of what you saw in there today, which as I pointed out, there's really, frankly, very little redaction. And I'm not saying what's redacted may not be really important. I'm just saying you can't look at this and say that he didn't put a lot out there. Okay? Do you see,
Correct,
from what you read, a pathway to pursuing impeachment right now, Congressman?
Well, nobody's pursuing impeachment right now. Look, we're at the very beginning of this investigation. Remember, for the 2 years of Republican control of Congress, there were no investigations going on in the House Judiciary Committee or in the Oversight Committee on this. There was just a complete silencing on the issue. And they said, let's wait for the special counsel. Let them do their report. Of course, they heckled and harassed them along the way. They made up this phony deep state conspiracy and claimed that Peter Strzok and Lisa Page were, organizing against the president and all this stuff. Yeah. But they didn't do any investigation. They said, wait for the report. Now the report is here. So we have a chance to read the report, to process it, to analyze it. 10 episodes of presidential obstruction of justice is pretty extreme. And so this leads us on some fruitful paths for investigation. Okay. But we've got to deal with it. Remember, the Republicans impeached Bill Clinton for obstruction of justice when he told one lie.
Right. No. Look, I understand. I understand the point you're making, but you're also being clear that you're using the I word for investigation and not impeachment. And this is going to be the big issue for you all, right? I mean, Democratic Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez moments ago tweeted she plans to sign Congresswoman Tlaib's impeachment resolution, okay? She wrote, many know I take no pleasure in discussions of impeachment, but the report squarely puts this on our doorstep. The House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer, though, hold on, let me just finish, because he told CNN earlier today, based on what we've seen to date, and this is after the report came out, going forward on impeachment is not worthwhile. You have a problem in your party, don't you? I mean, you guys are not on the same page.
No, we've got a problem in the country. We have a president who is manifestly unfit to conduct the powers and duties of office and has a spectacular contempt for the rule of law. And I think everybody recognizes it, and nobody quite knows what to do with it at this point. The Attorney General's defense of the president was, well, yeah, there are these 10 episodes where he appears to obstruct justice, but he was really frustrated and angry. Now, any lawyer can tell you that most criminals are frustrated and angry, and it doesn't create a defense to the crime. Maybe it creates some kind of consideration in sentencing if you were frustrated and angry, unless what the Attorney General is saying is what a number of officials have said, and the president has tried to bury it as quickly as possible, which is that the president is not fit under the 25th Amendment to conduct the powers and duties of office. So if you want to throw impeachment out there, you may as well be talking about the 25th Amendment, too, because the whole country's got to deal with this problem. It's not a problem just for my caucus or the Congress of the United States. It's a national problem now.
All right, Congressman Raskin, I appreciate